live, going 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 live. Hello, welcome to Bobby Codes. This is exciting. We're launching the Representer. How long have I been working on this thing? Since probably August. I think it was August. September, October, November. Oh, okay, so a few months. Several months. That's a long time. And, okay. Figured I had enough time to test it. Been working on a blog post to show, demonstrate how it actually works so basically what we're doing is, this is part of a long strategy to provide better automated feedback on Exercism. And so the way we're doing that is by grouping the submissions into approaches. So we needed to write a piece of software that would look at a solution and figure out what approach they're using. And so what I'm going to do today is actually push it live, and we're going to see if it works. And what if it doesn't work? Oh my God, I'm scared. And so, okay. It might take, what I'll do is actually, first we're going to go to the site and just show where it's gonna be so that I'm not just like lying or something. So, all right, you don't need to see that. And okay, yeah, this here is the PR that Eric just approved and said, ship it. There it is right there. So, all right, but first, I'm going to put some music on because that way it won't be silence if I'm not talking. So, we're going to listen to my grandma, and so far YouTube has yet to complain about this. When I stream on Facebook and Twitch, it gets copyright flagged because, well, apparently she's really good, so the inferior detection algorithms can't tell that this isn't a commercial recording. Oh, I love this one. Okay. And, maybe I can put the chat on the screen in case anybody comes in. Oh, I can just do it like this. How about that? You know what? Yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, let's stay on task instead of messing around with the screen. But all right. So let's go to the actual Exercism site. And all right, we're in the Clojure track. Maybe make it a little bigger. Alright, that's twofer. And yeah, actually, it's the twofer exercise that we're going to be testing out. So yeah, assuming this works, we will basically conclude the stream by putting in some of the first Representer comments. How exciting! I'm so nervous. Let's see, I should maybe put this stream I haven't put it in Discord or Mastodon. Yeah, maybe I should do that now. I'll put it on Mastodon. How about that? Yeah. I need to find the stream link. Okay, here it is. Okay, we'll say I'm live on YouTube. And yeah, that's good enough. No, actually we'll say launching the hashtag Exercism, hashtag Clojure. You have to make sure it gets all the hashtags. Representer. And I'll copy that so that I can post this in some of my Discord channels. Okay, so it's on Facebook. Let's see, I don't want you to see my Discord, so you can't see my Discord. I don't want you to know what, but yeah, I will just post this in here. Without the hashtags. And Clojure representative. And I'll actually say the feature I've been working on for the past 4 months. Feature. I've been working on for the past 4 months. Okay. And let's see, I'll put it in another server here. All right. Now let's see, so I can see the chat here. Cool, so now it's saying it's not receiving enough video. That's weird. Alright, so before we actually launch it, let's go to the Clojure track. No, actually, that was exactly what I wanted, but yeah, you know, just so that in case anyone wants to follow along, either now or later. Hey, you know, the chat box looks really silly there, empty. So since nobody's here to say anything, I will. And I'll just start by putting in the link here. Exercism homepage. Cool, and it is indeed the thing. All right. Cool. So I announced this on the on the Exercism forum. Okay. So yeah, if you go to Exercism and go to tracks, and Clojure, and okay, so let's say we want to go to the TUFER practice exercise. That's after these. Yep, there it is. And oh yeah, actually we don't want that. Yeah, I think it would be here. There would be like there's supposed to be. Yeah, let's go to the C# one, because I know that there is a C# approaches for TUFER. And yeah, so here we see the Dig Deeper tab, which Jeremy has a whole video on Dig Deeper, what that's all about. Okay, so then we go to the Clojure one and see there's no Dig Deeper tab. Alright, so here's a good tune for the moment. Wouldn't it be funny if this didn't work? Oh, it's been extensively tested. But, what if it doesn't work? Okay. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. I just tried to hit the button on the, on OBS. Okay, here we go. This merges this patch into the main branch. And, yeah, now the question is, how long is it going to take? Obviously, if it, well, imagine if I refresh the page right now, it's not there. And, you know, actually, in order for this to, maybe it's not the Dig Deeper tab that, because that's if there's approaches written for the exercise. So, you know, I haven't even like seen what the representer is, how it's supposed to work on a track that has it enabled. So this is totally new territory for me. Like, I don't even know. Maybe it's when you would submit an exercise. And so what I'll do is I'll revert to the exercise start as if I haven't, okay, so this is the way it ships, where it's just a function stub, a skeleton file that has the TUFER function not defined to anything. And all right, maybe try dark mode. Well, oh, that is nice. We're working on a real dark mode. All right, so when I say that that I've extensively tested this thing, I'll show you what I mean. I'll give you a little sneak peek of a blog post that I'm working on, and it's right here, the Exercism Clojure representer, and I'll put a link to Jeremy's video that is on the main Exercism website. And And so I used the representer to find, I ran it on, well, I'll just read this. The purpose of the representer is to group the common solutions into approaches. To check it out for action, I ran the last 500 submissions to Twofer, one of the simplest exercises with a staggering number of unique solutions. And yeah, this is the funniest thing about, well, all exercises really, that you would not believe how many unique solutions there are, even after we normalize it for things like white space. And like it is, it's mind-blowing. So what I did is, here I've got VS Code. Wait, no, that's the wrong VS Code. It's the wrong VS Code. It's the wrong VS Code. Okay, so this is the actual source code for the representer. And you know what would be cool? It would be cool to actually like kind of explain how it works. Depends how much time I need to kill. No, not kill. We don't kill anything, especially time. We share it with one another. Okay, so what we're doing is we're using Clojure Tools Analyzer to have it do all of the work for us. So why did it take me 4 months to do that, you may ask? Well, I spent probably 2 or 3 months just figuring out that this was what had to actually be done. And what seems strange about it is that to analyze the code, it has to actually run it, which is not that's not a security concern, because we have everything running out of secure Docker containers. It's a totally isolated environment, and as soon as it's done running, it's just the container is destroyed. So, but I just thought maybe that was a little weird. Like, I don't know if any of the other tracks are actually executing code to analyze it. But Clojure is, well, we have to do that even to expand the macros. Like, let's say there's a solution that has, if some true statement, then it'll return true, otherwise false. So then we macro expand. Oh, no. And then slip that in, and we have to quote the form. Otherwise, that would just execute, and it would just return true. So we macro expand it, and macro expands to the same thing, because if is a special form, like built into the compiler or whatever. But let's say we had something that includes a macro like when. Now, when is actually a macro that it's basically like if, but without a then statement. No, we want so when true, otherwise it returns nil. So macro expand that, and that's actually what it is. So we wouldn't be able to do that without actually running the code, unless we would have to hard code all of the macros, which is actually what CLJ Condo does. And that's in fact one of the previous iterations of the representer used static analysis, and I kept flipping back and forth, wondering if this was really necessary, so the analyzer actually does way more than, but we're not using it for the analysis other than the macro expansion. But it has another feature, this emit form. And specifically, it emits, you can have it emit a hygienic form, where it takes all of the local variables and it replaces them with unique identifiers using an analysis pass called uniquify. I love it. But what we wanted was actually the opposite. Instead of making them unique, we want to make them normalized. So what I did is I took a local version of the analyzer and hacked it so that if we go to the uniquify pass, it does something different. And it also outputs our mappings so that we can change them back. So we have a mappings and a placeholder that keeps track of the number. And yeah, so this locals frame just puts for the name of that variable when it's analyzing it and emitting the new form. It just creates a symbol with a placeholder followed by a hyphen and whatever number we're at. And so that's, but then see, that only does the local variables. But we wanted, see, that didn't take care of the intermediate functions that the person that the student would write in their solution. Like say, I finally realized it when I was testing it out on Armstrong numbers, which requires them to write an exponent function. And you should see all the crazy names that people would name their exponent functions, even though it would have the exact same implementation. So then I had to do some crazy hackery, well, it's crazy as if it's like, but yeah, so it checks if there is an unreplaced def, so that's a top level definition, and this does a pre-walk so that it traverses the source code tree and replaces them with placeholder names. And it does that recursively. And then I had it that made the placeholders out of order. So I had a whole stream a while ago where I had it sorted, but then I realized that that was actually not even necessary. And so let's try running it on, well, so yeah, here I have a function that runs it on the last 500 submissions of tufa. So yeah, I'll execute this file. And it creates a map with these keys. So we have the solution number, the code that was submitted, the representation of the code, and how many times it was used out of the last 500. And then it sorts them by the times used so that we can see the most commonly submitted solutions. This is taking a long time. And okay, so I I was working on a blog post to actually publish this. It's amazing how much longer it takes while I'm streaming. Alright. So yeah, the Clojure extension truncates the results to like the last 50 or 100 or something. These are all the ones that were only used one time. But we're more interested in, and it's staggering how many there actually are. So yeah, let's do a little demonstration of the various normalization passes and count how many there are, just to Alright, so we'll just we'll take a file of one of these sample solutions here. Copy the relative path. And yeah, we'll just flurp it to ingest the source code. Okay, so there's the solution, and now I will make an anonymous function of this so that we can map it on all of them. Turn this into a string so that we can just concatenate it with whatever the number is that, and that will be a %. And how do we know which numbers we can run? Well, we could just do range 500, but I made this other function that is solution does. And we pass twofer and yeah, so that just tells us what directories are in that parent directory. And so that we can map that on that. And okay, so those are all of the strings for the 500 solutions. So just to show, we will count them just to show that there's 500. And what we'll do is just use the distinct function. We could just turn it into a set that would accomplish the same thing. So that will get rid of the actual, like, for real, these exact duplicates. And we can count how many there are. Oh, I love this song. And okay, so 379, like, actually for real unique solutions. This is one way to catch people who cheated and stole it and copied their solution from someone else. Okay, so then the next thing it would do would be, well, we could just run them through a formatter, and that would normalize it for white space. And actually, when we're using rewrite CLJ to actually read the code. And so we'll show what that means. Okay, so instead of just slurping it, the next thing we do is we're using rewrite CLJ, the zip API. And we say of string, and this zips it up into a zipper. Oh, let's see, we need another set here. Boop, boop. Right. All right, yeah, so this is what a zipper is, which is just a, like, it has an incredible amount of data just for a single Clojure form. So what we want to actually do is not print out the entire zipper. We're not, what do you think we are? Okay, there is a it's called Sexper. It's S expression, so that will convert it into an S expression, which is just a Clojure form. And okay, so it's just printing out the namespace declarations because this of string automatically navigates to the first non-white space node. In the next version of rewrite CLJ, there's going to be a new function called of string star, which won't do that because, yeah, if you're parsing a file that contains multiple top-level Clojure forms, then you don't want to go to the first node. You want to print out, or you want to, yeah, show forms for the entire thing. So in order to get around this now, we just go up. And that's what's so cool about zippers, is you just navigate them with directionally. Okay, and it does that by wrapping it in an implicit do, which is like a container for all of the top-level forms. And yeah, so here, this is all of the solutions normalized. So what we'll do is we'll count the number of distinct ones there, and that also gets rid of the comments. So this is, we'll see how many there are. 154. Wow. That's pretty cool. I guess. And so how many were there before? Okay, wow. Just by stripping the comments and the white space, we got rid of almost half of them. So what's next? We have the normalize function here. Yeah, so the next thing we do is put it through the analyzer and emit hygienic form. I should rename that to emit normalized form. And so we'll show how that works. And that's what I have abstracted into a normalize function. So yeah, and that takes normalize. Does that take a string? No, it takes a Java IO file. So we can get rid of all of this, and we'll just use normalize. And cool, so now we have, it wraps each one in another implicit do block. And this is kind of cool, actually. If you're a Clojure developer and you've never actually seen the expanded versions of the code that we're normally writing. Because we're so spoiled by how concise Clojure is. But yeah, just check out some of this stuff that this does. This is just the NS form. First we go in the namespace, and then it does this push thread bindings thing, which I have no idea what that is. That's just for that arity? We get a class loader. Then we try to refer Clojure core. Pop thread bindings. Wait. And yeah, we're still just trying to get into the namespace. Commute. Loaded libs. Yeah, so then that's like the require part of it. And okay, then boom. Finally, we get to the actual function definition. And we're used to using defin to define a function, but defin is a macro that just defines a var as a function. And so yeah, now all of the local variables are replaced with placeholders. We had one here that's placeholder 0. And okay, so we have the first arity. Is that even the fn star function is the more low-level version of that. And all right, so those are the normalized ones, and let's see how many there are. So count the number of distinct normalized solutions. There was 154 before we ran it through there. And yeah, bear in mind this is only See here, we see def twofer. Oh, you know what? I have to, during the process, we switch namespaces. So what I need to do is evaluate the entire file. Oh, you know, I should have, it's gonna run these like that many times. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Oh, let's see, what's going on here? String. We're trying to run a string. Yeah, I think that's the problem. No, that's right. Normalizing the Java IO file. You know how I could show this is actually just showing the, well, no, because we want to show how, you know what, maybe this isn't so important. What I would like to do is actually see if the representer is live yet. So in my blog post I'm working on here, yeah, so 114 of the last 500 submissions for twofer were this approach, which is to be expected because this is a simple exercise, and this is a very simple multi-arity function. And yeah, let's just show what the exercise is supposed to do. Well, actually, we could. Instructions. So, twofer or twofer is short for two for one. One for you and one for me. And like do 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 do. Excuse me. Given a name, return a string with a message, one for name, one for me, where name is the given name. However, if the name is missing, return the string one for you, and one for me, one for Alice, one for me, one for Bob, and one for me too. So yeah, that's the whole exercise. And the most common way to solve it would be this way. So for the nullary arity, so where if nothing is passed to it, like this, then it calls itself while supplying you. So that's how we accomplish a default variable. And when I originally solved this exercise, I didn't do it that way. And actually my mentor told me that I could do it this way. And actually, yeah, he made me submit another iteration. But this was the way that I did it originally, which is approach 2. Where 79 students out of the last 500 submissions did it this way, where instead of having the nullary arity call the unary arity with the default variable, I just supplied the string, and yeah, it's not very dry. It's not very dry. Look at all this repetition. You see, we had to do all of that repetition. So yeah, he actually had me change my answer to the most common one. So let's actually go through that on the site to see if this is working. Are you ready? This is exciting. This is a little too exciting. Okay, so that was what I did. I'll run the tests, and all tests pass. Good job. Okay, then we could submit it, and no, let's see. Community Solutions Mentoring. So yeah, I don't see anything yet. It could be that we need to enable the representative per exercise. That would be kind of a buzzkill because I just worked up all of this suspense. I hope that there's not something that I actually have to do. These are my iterations. Oh, analysis. Okay, so yeah, maybe I actually go to mentoring. Where is the yeah, okay. Oh no, I go to my main. Okay, so I can do this because I am a super mentor. I'll take the soup. And we go to the automation tab. So yeah, presumably, when I just submitted that solution, it triggered the representer. And so now, if everything is working properly, then that would mean that it has now processed my solution. Oh, and this says initiate. Okay, automation is a space that allows you to see common solutions to exercises and write feedback once for all students with that particular solution. Alright, so say twofer. Alright, now finished. No, that's not right. Let's see. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I might have to, if I can't figure this out, I might have to ask for help. I don't know how it's supposed to work. Mentoring guides? No, that's not right. How to give feedback on representations. Let's see. Giving feedback on a representation is different from giving feedback on a single solution. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't say where to do it. How to give... That's the same one. maybe, maybe I can't find it because it's not enabled yet. Let's see. Let's go check, wait a minute. Yeah, this is merged. So let's say, we'll go to the home page. This is the main repository for the Clojure track. Set represented to true. So that's, but what I want to know is, okay, if we go into the exercises, let's make sure that we don't have to actually, that would be, yeah, like I said before, that would be a total buzzkill. But yeah, so each track has its own configuration, and there's not like a, let's go to the same URL, but for C#. Yeah, so there's nothing in there. Good. I was hoping there wouldn't be, but all right. So yeah, apparently, yeah, it should be in the automation tab. Now before there was like a. Maybe I have to actually submit my solution for mentoring. Oh, well, that would be. I wonder if that could be it. So the student would have to opt into it. Well, that could be. So yeah, actually, let's see. I guess I might have to mentor my own solution. Okay, so here's my solution, and I'll request mentoring on it. What are you hoping to learn from this track? I want to put something funny here. I want to, no, I'll just say, does this thing work? Lol. How can a mentor help you with a solution? I peed my pants. To quote Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, I'll say, this bowl of lukewarm tapioca represents my brain. I offer it in humble sacrifice. Okay, we have submitted a mentoring request. Now, average wait time is 5 hours. Okay, so now I've requested mentoring. Okay, so now I put my mentor hat on. And it's not here. Maybe you can't. Oh, there's got to be a way to do this. It probably takes time to get into the queue. Those are the previously mentored. That's crazy. There's no solutions in the queue. We need more people to be using this and trying it out. We used to have it. The whole reason why we started this automated feedback business was in order to solve the problem of having too many mentoring requests. So that was like the biggest complaint about the track. Was I've been trying to get feedback on my solution. I've been waiting for 5 years. I'm refreshing the page here. There wouldn't be some clause that you can't mentor yourself. That would be how are the super mentors? How do they do it? Okay, so what I need to do is have someone else know that. Well, that would actually. If anyone is watching this, is anyone watching this? Maybe, probably not. Oh, where's my YouTube? How do I see the number of viewers? Yes, if there was someone watching this, I would ask to try to submit a solution and see if it shows up in the queue. I will refresh the page just to see, because that is a little bit curious that it's not showing up. Only show exercises that need mentoring. What if I show all of them? Only show exercises I've completed. Yeah, that shouldn't matter. Clojure script. Oh, I could find a fin. Have I ever even mentored the twofer? That might be. Oh yeah, here's one. Okay, so here is. This is someone I mentored how long ago? A year ago. I do not remember this. This was during the COVID quarantine. And so this person asks, hey, is it optimal, the Clojure way solution, or should I aim for solutions based on function parameters like this other solution? And then let's check this out. And okay, so this is a different. Yeah, there we go. And what did I say? Because yeah, this is the most commonly used solution. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's yeah. See, that's a cool way to do it. Is that even? I didn't even realize that you could. Can you call a function with the wrong arity? Let's see how that would even work. Let's try this. So let's say, is that the end of the CD already? Somebody was just saying that there's no chat in the browser? That's strange. Let me check this out. I'll go to my can I view the stream here? Oh, well, no, that's if I wanted to. There's the video link and range. Okay, there's me. Whoa, I look like that. So, huh. Let's see. Hello from the browser. Oh, so apparently it works. So yeah, I don't know why this person was having trouble using the chat in the browser. And she was also saying that that I was that it was hard to understand, which makes me sad, because I don't want to be hard to understand. All right, so now let's listen to Grandma's 2005 CD. And yeah, this is my favorite Mozart that she always used to sing. Okay, so let's say we have a function. I mean, it must work because it says it passed the tests. Okay, so that's our function is defined, and it takes one parameter, yo, and then it says one for yo, one for me. And so let's say we call it with nothing. What's going on? Somehow it crashed. Oh, yeah, see, that's the... So how does that even pass? Okay, let me try this. I didn't think you could do that. I said, I like it this way better. I think I like it this way better. It seems much cleaner that way. Why make a whole new arity when you don't need to? Why wouldn't you need to? This is crazy. I suppose it can be argued that the whole point of the exercise is to understand multi-arity functions. Just make sure to learn them too. That's what I said. I have a 100% satisfaction rating for my mentoring, and I think part of that is that I never tell my students what to do. I just make little suggestions and say, oh, well, you could do it that way, but you don't have to change anything. Because when I was a student, I was actually really annoyed that my mentors would have me do stuff that when I thought my code was fine the way it is. Like, okay, and I was like, all right, if you want me to do it that way. I was actually just more interested in going on to the next exercise. But yeah, so how does this work? So here's the tests. It's testing. No args result. Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to. And then it would call that. Yeah, how does that work? Just to prove that this shouldn't work. I mean, that's what... Yeah, this is what I was gonna do before. I'll just copy this code and let's go back to the 2 for exercise. I always ask my grandma to play this one. Tuva. I think I saw something on the mentoring tab. Okay, so we'll run the tests with this solution. Yeah, and it doesn't... It failed because an unexpected error occurred. That's what should happen if we try to do that. Huh. But if we look at the tests, see... We're allowed to change the tests, correct? Oh, no, maybe not. Apparently not. Let's take the test for... Let's see. Anyway, now if we see over in mentoring, we can now see something. Oh wait, no, that's... Oh, yeah, that's my mentoring request. It says waiting on a mentor. If I go to mentoring, I'll put my mentor hat on. And yes, there's nothing in the queue. So, okay, anyway. Yes, that's what I was going to do. Anyway, yeah, that's a funny little thing. Let's maybe look at another one. Yeah. Oh, I can filter by exercise name. Twofer. Okay, that's weird. Bob? Huh, I wonder why that doesn't work. Clojure? Guess that doesn't matter. Where did it go? Okay, now I'm even more confused. Maybe it was submitted to Clojure script? Aha! Oh, that's interesting. Ah, because in JavaScript you're allowed to do that. Mystery solved. Wow, so that's yes, in JavaScript it doesn't care if you call it with the wrong number of arguments. I'm glad I figured that out. But so that means I'm back at this point where I don't know how to submit feedback, or since there is not a twofer here. Let's say we were there's one for Bob. How about that? Bob. It says, "Dear mentor, I've tried to finish Bob exercise. If my solution has any flaws, I hope you will guide me to improve my solution." Okay, so and I'm doing nitpicking about formatting, which that could not be a represented comment because we're normalizing for white space. Since the formatting has nothing to do with what approach they're taking. So guidance, scratchpad, discussion. Anyway, yeah, this is I don't know what to do. Oh no. I launched the representer, I don't know how to use it. Let's see. At least it didn't like explode. It could have been, that would have been worse. Huh. So yeah, apparently I've never given feedback on... Maybe I'll go to the the Exercism forum here and ask a question or something. Okay, let's see. So here's the C# exercise, and we can update it. Have I completed? I have not completed this exercise in C#. Nor do I even know how to. Can I search for my own handle? And that doesn't make any sense. As if it's not showing it anyway. I would just filter it. So, yeah, I think I'm kind of stuck. Maybe I should ask the question on the site with in a new thread or something. But huh. Need feedback. Maybe I need to find filter by. Oh, I might have figured it out. We go to in Clojure. There was a thing to sort this by language. By recent first. 39. Okay, so yeah, why is it not here? Maybe I need to run it? Do you have to opt in to have your code analyzed? No, that wouldn't. Maybe. Okay, let me no, actually I'll just go back to my blog post. And that is my old answer. And then I submit it. And okay, so let's see. Let's see how it's supposed to work in... Let's pretend that I am a student doing the C# track, except since I'm not going to actually struggle through it, I'm going to just find the... well, yeah, here is the document with the approaches. So yes, here is how you would define an optional parameter in C#. So let's go over there. Let's see, is that what I was doing over here? Yes. So let's say I start this. Public static string speak. Okay, so that would replace this. Is that right? Okay, so then I would submit it. Solution is being processed. Oh, then there's the Dig Deeper tab. Okay, this just shows the different approaches. Oh, yeah, so I don't see anything about the analysis. Oh, here we... Okay, so there's analysis. And... those are the tests. So why am I not seeing anything here? One additional comment. Oh, it shows that there's an analysis comment? In order to get the tests running, first you need to make sure the speak method can be called both without any arguments and also by passing one string argument. How is that? Is that what I copied from over here? No, I didn't. Yeah, where did the comment come from? That's interesting. Okay, anyway, so let's say we go back to for on the Clojure track, go to my iterations, and yes, see there's no auto suggestions. Oh, this is my favorite. This is Chopin. This is the Chopin Raindrop Sonata. Just make sure that I still don't see the now if I go over to mentoring again, yeah, unfortunately I'm kind of stuck. Need feedback. Okay, so let's say feedback submitted. Yeah, technically we should see the Clojure one here, but if we sort them by recency, it could be maybe it takes time. Maybe it takes time for the solutions to be run? I don't know, when does... Oh, I love this. This was one of the first songs that I tried to play on piano. Unfortunately, that was a terrible idea. I made a version of this that was like a dance remix on my harmonium, and unfortunately it's gone. I could do it again. I could do it even better actually, but it sounds so good. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to end this stream a little bit disappointed because I don't know how to do this. But yes, it could have been worse. It could have exploded. In order to get the tests running. Oh, this is the comic strip for Calvin and Hobbes. It says, "Oh, greatest of the mass media, thank you for elevating emotion, reducing thought, and stifling imagination." Imagine, I don't know when this was created. This was when I was a child when this was written. Imagine if it... Just think of how media has changed. Thank you for the artificiality of quick solutions and for the insidious manipulation of human desires for commercial purposes. Oh my god. Is Bill Watterson still alive? Wait, no. Yeah, Bill Watterson was the author of Calvin and Hobbes. I wonder... Bill Watterson. Oh, that's him. He's so cute. Okay, yes, so he's still alive. It doesn't say that, it's a good thing that he lived to see the state of media these days. But, yes, so... This bowl of lukewarm tapioca represents my brain. I offer it in humble sacrifice. Bestow thy flickering light forever. And then... and then his mom just wakes up in the middle of the night with a robe on. And, the TV's blaring and the pudding is on the floor. This is one of my favorite quotes of all time. That and Daria. My favorite cartoon character was Daria. I cried when Daria went off the air. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna watch now? The only time I'd been more upset about a show going off the air was Batman when I was a tiny little child. But yeah, so the series finale of Daria, well, Daria Morgendorfer, she graduated high school. It was so sad. She went up to the podium to give her speech, and she says, there is no moment, no aspect, no, oh my god, what is the quote? There is no moment, aspect, no situation in life that cannot be improved with pizza. Pizza! So anyway, I'm glad I solved this problem with that Clojure script question, because yeah, in Clojure script it's easier because JavaScript doesn't care about how many parameters you pass the function. So yeah, I guess one way to figure out this little mystery is if anyone is watching this either now or in the future, you could try submitting a solution for TOEFL so that it would show up on the mentoring tab so that I could submit. I shouldn't have to do this. There should be some way for mentors super mentors rather, to enter their comments. But what I'll do is I'll paste the link into the chat. And you know what? I didn't enable the chat replay, but I could put it in the video description. And okay, so this is the exercise. Is that legal? Can I post a link? Oh, no, it didn't. It's not posting an actual link. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, I will... Okay. Okay, so I just posted in the chat the link to the exercise, and just to make it super simple, I will I'll go to my solution, and I'll paste this in the chat. Oh, okay, that's weird. It's, oh, because I copied the line numbers. It's kind of strange. Why did it do that? Whoops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, let me try this again. Okay, so this is... It's not like it needs to be correctly formatted in the chat, but whatever. Okay, so this would... I was gonna say I would click on this link, and yeah, I guess this would require someone to be signed up for Exercism. I don't know. Let me load this in incognito mode. Maybe I could start a new account. So I'll open an incognito window. Let's see what happens if I go to Exercism as a non-signed up member. You have to... What happens if I just explore languages? See all Clojure exercises. Yeah, why didn't I think of that earlier? I guess I'm still confused whether it shouldn't actually be necessary to do this, but here's the 2 for exercise. And so nonetheless, I will just sign up for a throwaway account. And, oh, you know, then I can be the name that I wanted to be in the first place. I'll be Bobby Codes instead of Poor Costumus. And I'll use this. Okay, now you can't see the password that... You know, I should be doing this on the not incognito browser. Yes, let me Okay, so now I would sign out. So yes, if anyone is watching this and you're wondering how to use Exercism, this is exactly what you would do. And I don't know why I needed to do that, but... Okay, a rough sea. Oh my god. Oh, that reminds me of Little Toot, which I just watched. Oh my god, we should watch this together. Oh, that would be so fun. Okay, a rough sea. Oh my god, this is so annoying. And, is that rough? I have no idea. And, okay. Cool, so now I have an Exercism account with my, the email that I use more regularly anyway. Confirm the account. And cool, so now I'm logged in with my... Oh, needs to be my actual email address, okay. Okay. Accept the terms of service and the privacy policy. And it tells us about the community tab, which is all sorts of fun stuff. One of these days I'm going to, I did an interview for Community Stories with Jonathan, and oh my god, that's scary. It's gonna be released and everyone's gonna see me, oh my god. Oh, I got a badge. Let's reveal the badge. I'm a member. Oh my god. Okay, so let's choose a track. And let's say I want to learn Clojure. And I will join the Clojure track. Oh wait, look, it looks like, what did I get here? Oh no, that's I thought I was getting another badge just for joining the track. Oh, so it looks like I need to do the Hello World exercise. So I start in editor, and all right, so, oh wow, you see this? This should be updated actually. Well, now this still works, but Clojure exercises in Exercism use Line-Again to configure and run your code and use Line-Again's standard directory structure. These instructions are a little bit out of date. No, I mean this still works. It's just that Line-Again is no longer necessary to run tests. It still is sort of the easiest way. But anyway, so if we run the tests with the sample solution, it fails because it's running the test, it's running the function, and it's expecting hello world, but instead it's getting goodbye Mars. Oh, so we're putting this student hat on. Hello, capitalized world. Yay! Okay, so it's processing the solution. Okay, so this is the concept tree for the Clojure syllabus, which I'm currently seeking funding to help develop this, so that I can devote more time to creating more exercises. So if anyone would like to help out with that, you could go to patreon.com/BobbyCodes. It's patreon.com/BOBBI-codes. Okay, so let's see if we can just go to exercises, and the tutor is locked. So is there like a learning mode? Yes, disable learning mode. Disabling learning mode will unlock all the practice exercises on this track, but will disable concepts and learning exercises, which is what we want. So we're disabling learning mode. Okay, so now we can just go to the tutor exercise. And these are the instructions. And so here is how we would start. Okay, so this is actually what I did like 4 years ago when I started this track as a student. And what I did was, okay, so we have to define a multi-arity function. It's one way to do it anyway. Well, actually, yeah, that's the only way, because if we look at the tests, it needs to work either by calling our function with nothing, in other words, the nullary arity, or the unary arity by passing it a name. So for the nullary version of the function, we would just return this string. Otherwise, if they pass a name, then we would say use str to concatenate a string that would say 1, 4, and then we need a comma and a space, and then the name, then another space, 1 for me, period. Then we run the test, and it failed. Oh my god. What, am I doing something wrong? Wrong number of R's. Apparently I don't know how to write Clojure. what am I doing wrong? The wrong number of args passed to the first arity. I'll just paste the, because it's the exact same thing that I had here. Okay, I am very confused. Where's the one I was just working on? Okay, yes, it would be this one. Is it? No, this is the C-sharp one. Where's the window I was just in? I am so confused. Oh, here it was. Okay. So, there's no difference. Do you see any difference here? Oh! Yeah. They call this streamer brain. They call it streamer brain. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. And it failed. Oh, well, what's going on? One for Alice, one for me. Oh, because there's not supposed to be a comma here. There's not supposed to be there. Well, it's still failing. It's one for. Oh, the comma goes here. Okay, sweet. Looks like you've solved the exercise. Good job. Now I would submit it. And now the solution is being tested, analyzed, and compared to other solutions. I like how they used the proper spelling for analyzed, but actually we had kind of decided to go with American English, because most people use American English. And oh, I got a badge. Oh, what badge do I get? Are you ready for the reveal? I'm a rookie! Yay! Because I submitted an exercise. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. Okay, now I can take off my student hat. Wait, first I need to request mentoring. Okay, I'm just a humble student. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now, okay, so I will sign out. Where's all the... I don't know why I'm doing this, just to make sure that no one's gonna, like, hack my account or something if you see my, see me put my password in. I'd be like, oh my god, she's using the browser thing. That's insecure. So I sign out. For some reason, this is taking a long time. Okay, now I will log in with my mentor account. Okay, so now if I go to mentoring, oh yeah, and it's in the queue. Okay, oh, okay, this is good. So now I know that you can't, that I actually needed to do this because you can't mentor yourself. I'm just a humble student. Blah, 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 blah. I hope that's not, I hope that it doesn't come across like I'm mocking beginners. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah. Okay, so I will mentor myself now. Okay, relax. Take a deep breath. Nobody is born knowing this shit. Okay. All right. So let's say I went to, we'll wait for a response from that. Hopefully I didn't offend them. Okay. I'll go to the automation tab and sort by recent first. Oh, I like this tune. It's so pretty. Why is this taking so long? Okay, that's strange. Why is okay, there we go. And yeah, so why isn't it coming up? It says that 2 hello worlds were submitted a minute ago. I'm gonna have to ask the Exercism people how to do this. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Feedback submitted. Let's see all of the toothers. It's the first thing we did on this stream was enable the representer, but it still appears as if it's not enabled. It's even more anticlimactic than if it had exploded, which would have been worse. That would have been worse if it had exploded, but at least that would have been exciting. But this is, it's better than had it exploded, but it's way less exciting because I don't even know if it's working or not. Well, apparently it's not working because if we sort these by recent first, then we see that there was a solution submitted 4 minutes ago for Tufer in TypeScript. I clicked on that and I'm not qualified to submit comments for TypeScript, so it makes sense that wouldn't have worked. Maybe I need to, okay, so here is my student, which is actually me, and okay, so I told this person to relax, but that's not actually, well, it's sort of helpful, but only it doesn't actually get them any farther. Let's say the solution actually passes. The solution is great. It passed all the tests. The only thing that you could possibly say, and this is actually what my mentor said to me back when I was a wee little student going through the Clojure track doing the Tufer exercise, this is the exact solution that I put in. And you know what I was told? I was told that there is some repetition here. It's not very dry. Dry, that stands for don't repeat yourself. And see, look, you had to type all of this extra stuff. I had to type one for twice and one for me twice for nothing. Oh my god, all of that wasted keystrokes. You're wearing out the keys on your mechanical keyboard. The way to avoid that is to say you could avoid some repetition by having the function call itself. And actually we'll say by having the first arity call the function itself. And I'm writing thoughtful comments to myself. I'm gonna say, would you like to try? I might as well give myself a testimonial while I'm at it. Okay, so this isn't actually is that the end of the CD? I think so. Okay, so yeah, apparently I'm kind of stuck. Let's go back to the Clojure repo just to review what I did, because it seems like right now I'm just kind of going around in circles. This is the Clojure representer repo. Oh yeah, I need another CD. Let's see. Okay, now this is my grandmother's 2004 CD. This was the first one. You know what? I'm gonna put her website in the chat. In case I get a YouTube copyright strike. Oh, yeah, that's so annoying. Well, can I copy it as text? No, you can't. I can't believe they've made it so that you can't actually copy the text. Although I'm gonna have to actually paste this in my text editor and then copy that. Like, okay. Okay, so cool. So there's the link to my grandma's website. And so now we're listening to Robert Schumann, Des Abend. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to just wrap this stream up because I'm kind of stuck. And oh, hey, Gabriel, good to see you. Yeah, so I thought I would do this really exciting thing and launch the representer while live on stream. And it could have been worse. It could have exploded. And that would have made a huge mess. But that would have actually been more exciting than what actually happened. Which is that... Alright, so we pushed the magic button, which, to enable the representer, we pushed just one tiny little change. Where we set representer from false to true. And the problem is that I cannot find any evidence that the representer is existent. And so I'm going to have to, you know, actually let me just do that. Since I don't know what to do anyway. Now, should I put that in the existing thread for the representer? No, I think I should actually start a new thread. I don't know. Let's maybe just poke around a little bit. You know what? Actually, what could be useful is, okay, so I'm going to take my mentor hat off by signing out, and then put my student hat on by logging in to my other account that I just made. And, oh look, they left... I got mentoring. Oh, this person for Costumus. Oh, that's a funny name. Who'd, they said, yeah, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then my mentor said, relax, take a deep breath. Nobody is born knowing this shit. And then they said, the solution is great. It passed all of the tests. And suggested another way of going about it. So let's open this back up in the editor and try that. Because they suggested that I could avoid this repetition here. Because, oh my god, all of this repetition. Like, so much wasted typing there. It's not very dry. So how would we avoid that? By having the first arity call the second. So we would just say, to for you. And we supply the default parameter that way. And cool, so now that is, I'll submit that. And I'll tell my mentor that I took her advice. I did what you said. And, oh, there's no profile picture. I need, Oh, look at this. Did I get a badge? I get a badge. Oh, let's reveal it. Click to reveal. Growth mindset. Iterated a solution while working with a mentor. Oh, that... Well, look, only 0.91% of Exercism users? Really? Less than 1% of people actually submit a second iteration while working with a mentor? That's crazy. Well, maybe not. I mean, that probably counts like people who sign up and like never do anything, right? Okay, so now that is logged as my second iteration. And here is a blog post that I'm working on to introduce the Exercism Clojure representer, where I ran it against the 500 most recent submissions to TUFER, this exercise. And out of those 500, 114 of them did it this way, which was the one that I just submitted. 79 of them did it this way, which was my first iteration. And what I'll do now is submit, well, all of these. I've got 6 documented so far. And this is actually really enlightening because it's really pretty perplexing how it's the crazy thing about such a simple exercise like TUFER that still manages to have something like 100 unique solutions even after normalizing everything. Let me actually show that. I didn't, when I was demonstrating the code earlier, I actually stopped before I got to this part. But so this is kind of cool. And so I just evaluated this form, which just lists the directories. So that shows that there's 500 solutions. And here we are just slurping the contents of the file just to return the solution code as a string. And then we are calling distinct on it, which essentially turns it into a set, but then retains the original data structure, and then it counts them, and so there's 379 solutions that are not identical, not actually for realsies identical. And here we are normalizing for white space and comments, and just by doing that, that got rid of a couple hundred, 154, and so there's 154 unique solutions when we strip out the comments and format the solution. And yeah, so this didn't actually work for some reason. I have no idea why, but it doesn't matter, because what I can do is just instead of actually running the representer, see, we have oh, this is a great song. Which one is this? This is the Chopin Raindrop Sonata, right? Let me see. Nocturne 27-2. Oh, I didn't need to download it. Wait. It's 2815 is the, I think. Anyways, I don't need to get stun locked on Chopin, but it could be worse. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was in VS Code. Chopin stun lock. He would be mad that we're even naming the composition of the Raindrop Sonata. It's named that because of this one note that goes through the entire piece. This incessant that goes through the... My friend said he was probably sitting there like at the piano like, da, 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 da. What am I gonna do with this? I didn't even notice it the first several times that I was listening to it with my friend Michael, who's another one of the archangels. And he was like, "You hear that? That note." Oh, I almost want to play the song again with them. Oh, okay, I just stun locked myself with Chopin again. Okay, so for it's in the Twofer's directory, not this one, but this one has the expected, so, and this is what we're doing in CI to test the representer on every push, is where I already ran these, and we just run it against all of these solutions and compare them to the expected representations. So I'll just copy the relative path there and put this here. And this will be okay, so we don't want to, we just want to, I don't even need this. We're just gonna slurp it, slurp that file in. Okay, so there's all the expected representations. And, yeah, we'll just do count the distinct ones. Okay, so there's 136. How many was for the other one? 154. And yeah. So yeah, that's actually like kind of that's interesting. 154 was normalizing for comments and white space, and we only got rid of another 20. Oh, not even. By normalizing for variable names. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. And so doing this here, actually, you know, I can probably just run this. If I run this here, it's probably going to take a while because I'm streaming. And so what this does is it generates a hash map for each one with the solution number, the code, the representation, and how many times it's used. And then it sorts them by how many times used, and then it shows it to us backwards so that we can see the most commonly used solutions. And I'm using distinct by representation so that it's only showing us the unique representations. And so I did that, and that's what I'm using to create this blog post here. So here is the third most common approach, is to use the format function, which is kind of like using printf or using, yeah, like printf, where it interpolates a string into a string. And so it's interpolating the name into the string there. And so I want this solution to be in the system, so I'll go ahead and submit this as another iteration. Yes, on this one. Wait, no, that's C#. I forgot which account I'm signed in as. Okay, yeah, I thought. Alright, so tracks, Clojure. Oh, not Armstrong numbers. Ah, too far. Okay, so this is a different way we could do it. We'll run the tests. I had to do some magic to get this to work in the blog post because, well, that's what's really cool about my blog is that it includes live code snippets on the page, so we can, you know, run this two for yo, and it shows the output so that all the readers can play around with it. But the way that this works is it's using self-hosted Clojure script, using this plugin called Clips that lets you clipsify any blog post or any website with live code snippets in... Oh, he has so many languages. I used to actually use this for like an entire development environment because you can actually run applications right in the page. It's great. Like React applications. And yeah, see, the thing is, for some unknown reason, well, somebody knows, I just don't know, they took the format function out of Clojure script. It was in there at one point, and then they deprecated it. Not just deprecated it, they took it right out, which is... There must have been some crazy justification for that. And I don't know what that would be, because in order to get it to work, this is what I had to do. So this is the HTML for the blog post that I'm working on. And so each one of these code blocks has just a pre-formatted block. We set the class to language clips, which Clojure is the default language. So you can put whatever languages you want. And, you know, let me post clips into the chat because this is just, I love it. Now I can't even write a blog post with like source code blocks without... Oh yeah, I forgot I have to... You can't just copy the linked text anymore. That's so annoying. I actually have to paste this in somewhere else. And then copy that. Okay. Is it gonna show up with, what is going on? Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool, so that's the clips. And so, yeah, I had to figure out how to, yeah, so Clojure script format. And yeah, it's crossed out, meaning that it's deprecated. And so when I tried putting that on the blog, it didn't even work. And so I had to go to the source and see how it was implemented. And it turns out it uses the G string, the Google goog.string.format, and it just applies that to that. And so what I had to do is figure out how to pull in a library behind the scenes, because I don't want to overcomplicate it by having the readers see. I want it to just show this as if it is Clojure, which you can see I achieved it, and that was done like so. You add a data preamble to the pre-formatted code block with this code. So we set a namespace. Oh, this is Claire de Lune. My grandma never wanted to. She always hated Claire de Lune. She was kind of like me, actually. Well, I was kind of like her. That it's like the most. Everyone learns piano, and that's like one of the first things they learn is Claire de Lune. And see, she never liked the popular things, which I love that. But then when she was like 90 years old, she finally broke down and said, "You know what? I'm gonna learn Claire de Lune." So she went to the music store, bought a copy of Claire de Lune, and said, "I'm going to learn this and play it my way." And it was so sweet when I went over to her house and she was like, "I'm going to play you after 80 years of refusing to learn this song. Here is my Claire de Lune. I would like to play this for you." It was so adorable. So yeah, we're requiring the goog.string.format and then defining format to apply that to what's passed in. And oh, interesting. Oh yeah, so then this concludes the data preamble, and then this is what's actually in the code block. So yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of that. Okay, so I will submit that. And I'm not done yet. I'm going to actually go through more of these. So that was building the string using string interpolation instead of concatenation. Now at some point I'm going to make an approaches document that will compare these so that we can see where that is. Yeah, so here's the C# repository, and there's an approaches document which shows the different ways of solving. So in C# you could do it using an optional parameter or with method overloading, which I guess that would be kind of analogous to the two approaches that we're using there. in Clojure. And he said that it was incredibly fun making these because, well, he had to actually do research and find out what is the like performance difference from doing it this way versus that way. And so I'm going to have to do the same thing because I actually have no idea what possible advantages there would be towards building a string with the str function or using format. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a matter of preference. So let's see what we have next. We have yes, this was the one. Is this the one that I just submitted? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't submit it yet. Yeah, so that was the third one, which 37 students used. And so here we have the fourth one, which was 29 of the last 500 submissions. And it is this. And, okay, so now this is funny. At first glance, it looks exactly like one that we've already seen. And, yeah, what I said, LOL, they're concatenating a single string with nothing. So they're using str, which takes any number of arguments of strings and concatenates them. And 29 people actually did that. which is pretty funny. So since this is functionally identical to the second approach, let's look at them together. Yeah, so this is concatenating a string with nothing just outputs the same string. So there's no reason to do that. But since 29 people yeah, see, I considered adding this to a representer as a separate rule because this does not constitute another approach. And if that's a common thing that people are doing, it might actually be worth having that be a separate approach, which is how it is currently. And that would let us, we would be able to submit automated feedback for this that would say, hey, it's great, but you know, you don't have to concatenate a string with itself. You can just have the string like this. So what I'll do is I'll copy this and submit it as its own iteration. And I actually need to use a restroom. I'll go to the little girl's room and be back. Oh, hey, I didn't even see. Okay, I just got back. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm all right. So 29 people did this funny thing where they're concatenating a string with nothing. What's the next one? They're using the format function. It's like the second approach, which is this one. So we're starting to see how it is even possible that there are over 100 unique solutions to such a simple exercise. And you know, it's kind of like ice cream flavors. You know, like Baskin-Robbins 31 flavors, and it's like, whoa, that's a lot of flavors. But then you realize that if there's just a few ingredients, then that leads to so many permutations of each. And so too here. There's like only like 3 or 4 different ice cream ingredients, but it somehow leads to like all of these solutions, because if there's 2 basic ways to have the function, but then there's 2 different ways to produce a string, and somehow this spirals into just like so many different combinations of approaches. So 25 people did it this way, where they are duplicating this string. In other words, they're not having the function call itself for one of the arities, but it's just giving a separate string for each. We're supplying the default string. And so I will go over to the site and submit this as another iteration. Oh, I like this song. What is this? I think it's this one. Oh, it's so sweet. It reminds me of like, I think it's the Pocahontas song. And everyone can see that the body bothers me. How I'm doing so many things, so anyone does not. Yeah. It's like almost chaotic. It's like, wow. Okay, so I will submit this. Okay, what else do we have? Approach 6. Okay, so this is funny. This is kind of funny, actually. This is the exact same thing as the first approach, where we have this arity calling the function while supplying the default variable, except they defined the two arities backwards, and 24 people did it this way. And yeah, so here the question is, should we consider that its own approach? Because, yeah, here's what I said here. This is another way we could improve the representer by having it sort the arities. Because there's no reason why... Because this is functionally identical to the first approach. However, the advantage of leaving it the way it is, and considering this its own approach, since 24 people did it that way, is that we could have a separate comment that would say, hey, you defined the arities backwards. And while there's nothing wrong with that technically, it could be recommended in practicality that it could be confusing to future readers of the code. And then you can imagine where this is going. That I'm not going to publish this blog post with every single approach. I just wanted to get basically the ones that are most commonly used. But you can start to see how 5 different ice cream flavors, or how 5 different ice cream ingredients can lead to 31 flavors. And that somehow... So now for every combination that we've seen so far, some percentage of students did each one by defining the arities in the opposite order. It's kind of hilarious. When you learn that there's 137 unique solutions to such a simple exercise, it's like, You almost don't even believe it. Like, what? How? Show me. So that's what I'm finding so fascinating about testing the representer, is by seeing how could there possibly be, even after normalizing everything that we've done. And I'm still kind of flabbergasted, actually, that there's that many. But we could go into okay, so here is this is what I did in order to test the representer and generate the solutions that I'm using to write this blog post. So here I have them sorted by times used, and it's just showing us, and it's filtering it by only showing us the unique representations, which there are 137 of them, or 136. And yeah, so let's just look at some of these. So this one, they named the function differently, but that shouldn't matter because, oh wow, oh no, they're using another function. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so what's going on here? They have a private function called underscore tutor. That takes one argument and builds a string. Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of cool. So that allows them to write a simpler function. I kind of like that. It's not necessary, but you can conceive of a situation where this would be desirable. So yeah, that's interesting. What else do we have? So 5 people did it that way. Now they might have named it something different. Now I kind of want to see all of those, but all right, so then what else do we have? Okay, so here they define a function that can take a variable number of arguments. And they're using destructuring. They're destructuring the parameters. Or, no, actually that's not destructuring. It's just... That's pretty cool. I like that. And 4 people did it that way. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, okay. This is, these are people that did not solve the exercise and just submitted it anyway. Because then you can, you can request mentoring or view the community's solutions just by submitting nothing. And so this is just the... Oh, I like this song. This is... The Gollywog Cakewalk. My sister loved this one. My grandma would play this every time we would go over to her house. Okay, so this is not a solution. We are not filtering out the solutions that are actually correct. These are just submissions. Okay, so what do we have here? This is the same as one of the others, but with the arities reversed. So, wah, wah. And 3 people did that. What else do we have? Okay, so this is like the one before, where they used the this ampersand is a variable arity, and it's just like this, except that it's not in a vector, and also it's not using format, it's just... And 3 people did it that way. Okay, so now we're getting into the solutions that only a couple people used. And still, it's just... it's so hard to believe that there would be so many ways of solving twofer. Okay, so here they're using a let binding. And so, yeah, so they're defining a local binding called who, and binding that to if name exists. So yeah, that's a whole different way of doing it that we will document as its own approach. But what else do we have? Okay, so this is interesting. They're having the nullary arity call the unary arity with an empty string. And then they're testing whether it's empty. So, okay. Yeah, I can dig that. One for... And 2 people did it that way. What else do we have? Okay, it just hit me again that as fun as this is, the whole purpose of this stream was to launch it, and yet I can't figure out how it's supposed to work. Wah, wah. I'm actually going to have to like post a question in the forum or something. What I will do now is, okay, so we submitted a couple of different iterations. It should be enough to get started. So I will sign out, and I will take my student hat off and put my mentor hat on. Okay, so then I have notifications here. Oh, somebody is mentoring my solution. Oh my god. Oh, this is funny. This is just so I created a throwaway account just so that I could be a pretend student so that I could mentor myself, but now one of the other mentors is actually talking to me. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, I said, does this thing work? LOL. This bowl of lukewarm tapioca represents my brain. I offer it in humble sacrifice. And Jai Hind Reddy says, indeed it does. Thank you for all your work on improving the state of Clojure on Exercism. Jai Hind. Aw, that's sweet. But I still don't know how the, I still don't know how the representer is supposed to work. Like, how do I put the comments in? What else do I have here? Oh, my pretend student has submitted iterations. Okay, so here's what happened here. I did what you said. Okay. Alright. I will just check one more time. If I go to the automation tab, there should be some evidence of a submission. And we filter by exercise. Okay, that's by highest occurrence, and sort by recency. Okay, this is so... Huh. Yeah, so, I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like the representer is either not running, or somehow it's not showing. Maybe it just takes time. That would be the most simple explanation that I can think of, is that it takes time for the website to be rebuilt with the updated list of tracks that have representers. So that could be it. Could be that that I'm not doing anything wrong, and that I just need to wait. But anywho, I think I might wrap this stream up, because I think I've done pretty much all that I can think. Plus, I need to I kind of have a headache, so I need to go to the store and get some aspirin. Oh, you know what? I haven't taken my girly pills yet. I'm gonna change back into a guy. That would be terrible. It's magic. But yes, I think I'll end the stream. Maybe I'll well, maybe it'll just start working, and then I will pop back in, and or not. We'll see. Okay, so thank you for watching. Let me turn down grandma, and then roll the outro music. Oh yes, I need to have the volume up. And okay, roll outro. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time on Bobby Code, have a wonderful day. If you'd like to support my work, you can go to patreon.com/BobbyCodes. That's patreon.com/BOBBI Codes. Have a wonderful day.